What's up, guys? Welcome back to 2021. We're back at it in the shop for the new year. It was quite crazy to finish off 2020, that's for sure. Unfortunately, we didn't even get to shoot our December monthly update, as you probably figured. We did sort of attempt to do it, but with the builds and everything going on, it just sort of didn't work out for us. So I'll try and cover in this video a little bit of what we did get up to in end of November and through December. And you know, judging by a couple of the Facebook posts and stuff that we put up, you sort of get an idea. But here we are, 2021. It was a massive year last year. It was crazy with all the COVID stuff, as well as, you know, a lot of new products and a lot of killer builds, that's for sure, a lot of killer builds. And we thank you for the support that you gave us throughout the year. 2021, no doubt, it's going to be a lot bigger year. We've got bigger builds booked in already, and hopefully a lot of you guys are keen on possibly getting your projects or your builds done here, or a few, you know, whether it be large or small, through full builds, through to simple tub jobs or diffs or roll cages or stuff like that. That's what we're here for, and we're happy to offer any support, suggestion or advice, or run you up a quote if need be. So some of the builds, just to touch on a couple of the highlights for last year of what we did sort of get done. We had a few of them there, starting from earlier in the year. At the start of the year, we did cammed up the black VZ Ute, which we fitted out with some gold plated 22s, as well as a whole bunch of work in the rear end of it and underneath one of our IRS shortened IRS kits and tubular rear subframes, coilover kit, all that sort of good stuff. So that was a really cool build, and there's still a few things getting done to that build or getting finished on that build, which I'm excited to see it all sort of put together. Hopefully we can do maybe a bit of an unveiling or something like that at MotorX later in the year. We're hoping to sort of get it there to one of the MotorXs, but with all this COVID stuff, there's been a couple of cancellations on that, which we can't really do much about. There's been a lot of cancellations on events and stuff, so it is what it is. We can't do much about it. A few others, we had to do Sicko. We had Sicko in the shop here, Burnout Master Jake and his Mustang here, which we built a cool set of pipes for and tweaked the steering a little bit and tweaked the rear end a little bit and stuff like that. So he managed to do a couple of events earlier in the year on it, and very good results with what we'd sort of completed on that car. So 2021 no doubt will be a huge year for them, and we are excited to start on their new build in 2021 as well, which is exciting. We won't be able to let too much information out on that one until it's sort of finished and unveiled, but we're excited to see it. One of the next cars that we had in the shop was Steve's pretty killer build red V and HSV wagon, which we fitted out with a massive set of 22s, full tubs in the rear, full built diff and all that sort of stuff. Falling, it was a pretty cool build, and it's definitely going to be a cool car once it hits the streets, with a nice 5-litre stroker combo and stuff like that. It's going to be a really cool sort of cruiser. Another one was Brad and Chantal's VY Clubby. That made a big hit on social media. A lot of people liked it, and I think it's because it was simple yet effective. It was I mean, it had a cool driveline in it. It was tubbed, it was bagged, it had a lot of dish, but it wasn't one of those things that was you know, crazy money poured into anything. It was something that was probably more on the affordable side for most people, but it just worked so well. It had a good colour scheme to it, had a good wheel combo, brakes and things like that, so it worked really well. We had Marty's S15 in. We've done a bit of work on the front, fitting some good sized wheels, but we've done a one-off chromoly tubular rear subframe in the rear and fitted those massive 18x12 work wheels on it. It came out absolutely awesome. It wasn't running a wide body or anything like that. The customer said that no, he wants to fit these wheels under a standard flares, standard guards, and that's what we've done. We made it happen. So stoked with the results on that. It was really good. We had the purple Gemini in for some wheels, some tubs, built diff, stuff like that. And then towards the end of the year, we finished up with Steve's VF GDS, which we've done one of our newly developed, newly designed VE, VF model shortened IRSs. So super excited for that product, super excited for 2021 once we can start producing a few more of those rear ends and doing a few more of those builds on that model vehicle. I think it's a really good product for the sense of there's a few VFs out there at the moment that do have live axles with big dish and all that sort of stuff, and it's a really cool thing. It's a really cool idea to go with that. But at the same time, you know, a lot of you guys don't want to chop your cars up. You don't want to do something that you can't sort of bring it back to the originality of the vehicle if you wanted to, like on a GDS, a Clubby, or you know, even an SS or whatever it might be. So that's sort of Showtime shortened IRS kits there. You can completely install that vehicle into your vehicle, have big dish, have big race wheels on it, or whatever you might do, and then bring it back to a standard setup if need be, as well as it being a lot more affordable. So that was a cool sort of setup there. And the last car that we got finished for the year was Peter's VZ SS Thunder Ute. Really cool car. It's big dish, big sort of dished wheels on it, as well as we set it up for race highs and stuff like that, as it's got a really good combo in it. So that was a nice car too, as well as many more. You can see that there's been plenty of other builds throughout the year, and a lot that we didn't even get to put onto social media, whether, you know, for whatever reason. So it was an exciting year, that's for sure. You'll see a couple of posts that we put up over the next couple of weeks of some of those cars that we didn't get to put up, and coming to the new year, you sort of can't see me behind me at the minute, but we've got the new lot of builds in the shop, and we're going to be going full steam ahead into those. So in the next monthly video update, you'll see a bit more information on them, but yeah, it's full steam ahead. We only had a very short amount of time off. Thankfully, we did get a couple of days, which we're sitting next to the shop drift ute here at the moment. We did get a few days to be able to cage it out. Pretty cool cage in it. It's going to be a pretty competitive drift ute. So got that done. Next step would be paint and panel for it. Well, most of the panel work's done, so it's just block it back and paint it. So, and we'll sort of do a video on that as well, and put it on the YouTube and put it on our social media page, so you guys can check that out if you're interested. It's going to be a pretty exciting build. So, but that's it for this video. We'll bring a bit more information into the next monthly update, being that we've just come back from a bit of a break. There's not too much to report on at the minute, but in 2021 the phone lines are back up, and the messages, the social media pages and all that sort of stuff. So if you guys want to reach out to us, have a chat, have a talk about some products you might want, or a build that you want to book in, or whatever it is, we're here. So 2021 is going to be an exciting year, a lot of big builds, and we can't wait to see what it brings us. So until then, take it easy. Cheers.